Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My subject is physics, so this is about the double slit experiment and a Quranic solution to the memory problem in the double slit experiment. So I can't go into much detail, but the double slit experiment was initially done for light, and it was this experiment that revealed the wave-like nature of light. And when performed for electrons, the particles also displayed a wave-like nature. And instead of being two bands at the back screen, which you can see here, you see this continuous series of bands, which means that matter particles are actually waves. Now, if this wasn't bizarre enough, because obviously we see matter as solid, we don't see it as wavering, things that are wavering all over the place. So, as if this wasn't enough, then what happened was that when a conscious human observes the electrons in the double slit experiment, that means if someone is present in the experiment, suddenly the wave-like nature of the particles is lost, and the electrons begin to behave like particles, forming two distinct lines on the screen at the back. And the consequence of this is that it is the observation by a human conscious observer that brings matter into existence. Without it, matter remains in the form of waves. The obvious question that arises here, which I'll put to you in Einstein's words, is, do you really believe the moon is not there when you're not looking at it? It's a baffling question that has remained unanswered for years. However, reflecting on it from the perspective of an Ahmadi Muslim, is that when you are not looking at the moon, other conscious beings such as Allah and His angels must be looking at it to bring it into existence. And obviously this includes everything, not just the moon. The dinosaurs that we find buried, they were there without any human conscious observers looking at them. So what is there's some traditional interpretations of this wave-like behavior of matter, and one of them is the Copenhagen interpretations, which says that the electron splits into two after going through the slits and then recombines. Then there's another one called the de Broglie-Bohm pilot wave interpretation, which says that the electron always remains intact and traceable and rides along a guiding or pilot wave as it traces a definite, deterministic, mathematically consistent path to the screen at the back. This posits the existence of unknown hidden variables that connect all matter particles to each other. So this particular theory, the Bohm theory, pilot wave theory, says that everything is connected to each other. I subscribe to the latter logical interpretation and propose the possible nature of these hidden variables. So I hypothesize that the hidden variables are a memory field in space. And similar to a quantized electromagnetic field, I hypothesize that a memory field exists throughout space and connects every particle to another, and numerous macro phenomena demonstrate the existence of such a memory field, such as DNA, protein folding, time crystals, solitons, etc. So all of these and many, many, many more phenomena show that there is a memory in space. So my hypothesis quantifies this memory field by extending it to the micro or quantum level. So my proposed mechanism for the observer effect is, and for this I subscribe to panpsychism, and I believe that every single thing in the universe, including inanimate objects, possesses a degree of consciousness and an associated memory. So my proposed mechanism, therefore, is each conscious electron in the double slit experiment etches its own memory path in the memory field as it travels towards the screen at the back. The memory path of each conscious electron going through the slits interferes with the memory path left by the previous electron to form the overall interference pattern. The presence of the powerful consciousness of a human observer causes a higher intensity wave or memory in the memory field. The memory path information available to the electrons is thus lost, and so is the interference pattern on the back screen. This hypothesis of the existence of a memory field in space connecting everything resolves some of the major issues of quantum physics. That is, the measurement problems, obviously, which I'm talking about, quantum entanglement, and quantum tunneling as well. I can elaborate on that if anyone wants me to. So the Quranic perspective on the memory field, in verses 18:8 and 67:3, Quran states that life and death and the beauty in the world are created to try man and judge who is best in deeds, which are then meticulously recorded for accountability. And this is not just in verse 18:49, there is repeatedly the Holy Quran mentions about the recording of deeds. So the consequences of choices man makes based on free will become a real part of the fabric of the universe in the form of highly energetic memory particles added to the memory field of the universe. Therefore, man's existence and actions directly influence observed reality, whereby the universe evolves in accordance with man's actions. So the conclusion is, existing solutions to the quantum measurement problem are often criticized for their logical absurdity and mathematical inconsistency. The proposed solution, the concept of a memory field pervading the universe, offers a deterministic, logical, and mathematically sound resolution, obviating the need for superdeterminism and retaining free will. These are some of the things that have cropped up recently as being possibly the reason for this. Logical consequence of this is the inevitability of the existence of other conscious beings, so no room is left for atheism. And this way, inshallah, one of the main problems in physics is resolved with insights derived directly from Quranic verses. Jazakallah for your attention. Assalamu alaikum.